Hey everybody, in this video we have I think 2 or 3 problems we can solve in 5 minutes. First one looks like a proportion. There is an invisible one under this. Alright, let me rewrite actually. We have space here. Negative 2x minus 1 equals 3x plus 5 over 2. And my warning was this: there is an invisible one under this guy. Okay, so typical cross multiplication. I'm going to multiply 2 and negative 2x minus 1, and I will multiply 1 and 3x plus 5. It's going to be itself, because when you multiply a number by 1, it is always itself. Alright, so I need to be careful. I am going to multiply 2 by negative 2x minus 1. I use parentheses because I don't want to make a mistake. 1 times 3x plus 5 is 3x plus 5. All right. It is time to distribute. So 2 times negative 2x is negative 4x. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. I don't know why. Extremely common mistake to forget that 2 times the other number. All right. So 4x, negative 4x minus 2 equals 3x plus 5. All right, so I have unknowns on both sides. I think we should take away 3x from both sides. Negative 4x minus 2 minus 3x and 3x plus 5. And the plan was what? Taking away 3x's. All right, so if you do that, I think you can get rid of these 3x's. It is a 0. 3x minus 3x is 0. And you only have 5 on the right. So negative 4x, negative 3x, like terms, I can combine them. Negative 7x minus 2. Now, I think you can add to both sides. Remember, you are trying to find x, right? This is 0. Negative 7x is 7. When you divide both sides by negative 7, you will see that x is actually 7 divided by negative 7 is negative 1. This is the solution of this equation. x1. I have some decimals here. First of all, I think I can combine these like terms right here. So you have 3.5x, right? And negative 1.5x. When you make this subtraction 5 minus 5, this is 0, right? 2.0x, 2x in other words. All right, so x plus 4.25 is 2x minus 0.75. All right, so we have unknowns on both sides. I think we can get rid of this x from left, and I want to do pretty much same thing to the other side because I have to. This is how we solve equations. 2x minus 0.75. And I need to take away this x again, right? Now, you got rid of these, right? 4.25 is equal to x minus 0.75. Now, if you add 0.75 both sides, I think you can finish the solution because x is lonely on the right. On the left, you have 4.25 plus 0.75. I think it is 5, right? So x is 5. I don't need to use my calculator irrelevantly. I think I have time. I can solve this last problem. Solve the inequality below for x. I know it looks irritating, this 4 in the denominator you don't want to see. I have an idea. Let's multiply everything by 4. Multiply everything by 4. Multiply by 4. If you do that, guys, observe 3 over 4 x. If you multiply this quantity by 4, do you see that you can really get rid of this denominator? It's going to be 3x. So if you multiply this by 4, it's going to be 3x. 4 times 2 is 8, less than or equal to 4 times 3 is 12x. 4 times -1 is -4. All right, so this is my beautiful first step. In that way you can get rid of this denominator. Let's put the all unknowns together. I want to see all x's together. I want to take away 12x's from both sides. If you do that, you have -9x plus 8 on the left, less than or equal to, you don't have x's anymore, -4. Next step, I think you can take away 8's from both sides. And this is another 0 here. -9x is less than or equal to -12. Extremely important step. Let me put stars here. Extremely important step. When you divide both sides by a negative number, you need to flip the inequality. So it's going to be x. This is going to be flip. It's going to be greater than or equal to. Remember, negative divided by negative is positive. It's going to be positive 12/9. I think you can reduce this fraction. X is greater than or equal to. Since 12 is 3 times 4, 9 is 3 times 3, and you can simplify these 3 values. 3's, in other words. So 4/3. X is greater than or equal to 4/3.